Systems are go. About 90 seconds to the launch destination.
Mind you, we swore an oath of loyalty, but we are still senators. It's not more speeches in the Senate that will change the world. Rome is dying.
My legions are mustering as swiftly as possible. General Gaius Julius Caesar! Enough!
Senators, welcome back to episode 51 in my Stellaris Roman Empire campaign. In the last episode, we brought peace and prosperity to the galaxy by defeating the second awakened empire, the Carillion Regulators, ending the War in Heaven conflict and establishing a new Roman era. There's been much discussion in the Senate about what we should do next, whether it be attacking the remaining fallen empire, focus on strengthening our own fleet, or even partitioning off some territory and creating vassals. And for that one, the Senate votes are in. So, should we consider partitioning off a part of our territory, creating a vassal? 54.6% said no, we rule as one, while 45.4% were put down by saying yes, more Roman allies. So quite a close vote actually, and again we had over 100 votes, so I appreciate all the participation. It kind of went the way I thought it would, but much closer than I thought it would be. I thought a lot more people were going to say no, we ruled as one, because definitely for gameplay reasons it is way better to stay that way, but I can appreciate people were advocating for a bit more of the roleplay and immersion. But for now, we rule as one, and I thought a great point was brought up by a lot of people, which was, you know, once we get our ducks in a row, as they say, and we sort out everything, and we can be sure that there's no more conflicts in the galaxy, then we can kind of decide to partition off territories. No need to hastily jump into it while we're waiting for our hegemony, our federation, to build up all the way to that level 5. Now, we also had a senatorial debate from Senator Scott Ishborn, and he says, I think that we should invest in ourselves, our fleet, our storage, our structures. I'm totally against this absurd idea of sectioning off a portion of our empire and allowing it to govern itself as an independent vassal. By all means, give away these pockets of space, but Roman legions fought, bled, and died for those planets. In terms of population, condensing each species into one subspecies seems our best course of action. Has anyone in this galaxy slighted us in the past? Does anyone have anything in this galaxy we want? If either is the case, we have the rightful cause to demonstrate what our new power can do. So long as those not in our alliance continue to pose us no threat, let them be. If any in our alliance dares leave, show them the error of their ways. We are the rightful ruler of this galaxy, even if other empires don't openly admit it. There is no one left to challenge us truly. Perhaps in the future this may change, but for now, we focus on Terra and its colonies and founding Nova Roma. That was Senator Scott Ishborn. And I thought he made a really great point, and he touched on quite a lot of different topics that I had mentioned in the video on the whole, because I was kind of debating myself internally, you know, what are we going to focus on next? What should I get you guys to vote on? And he kind of brought up some good points about numerous different things, whether or not we should attack different people. Well, he said, well, unless they, you know, don't get in our way, maybe we should leave them be. You know, if any allies break out of this new alliance, maybe they should be shown the error of their ways, which I think is a great point. We have previously been known as the Pax Romana and then the League of Non-Aligned Powers once the War in Heaven began, but I think it's time to take control yet again. Now, we are still the hegemony and the hegemony leader, but it's time we rightfully name it the Pax Romana yet again. So all within it know what the deal is. So, because of that, like we said with the vote, we're not going to be partitioning off any territory. I've scheduled several colony ships to make their way out to some of these planets, so maybe in future, if we do sow the seeds for colonies and everything does seem stable, we can partition things off, but for now, it'll remain as one cohesive whole. And I've been busy. In between episodes, of course, I've done the usual administration, fixing up the planets and things like that, but I've also commissioned the building of several new megastructures that are of deep importance that you know about. So let's check out which one first. So this one was the Kugelblitz containment silo site. So that one's going to be built. Another one's going to be built at Augusta. Now the Kugelblitz containment silos basically give you just a bunch of 20,000 storage capacity. It's actually not that much in the grand scheme of things. We got some technologies that give us 25,000. But every little helps. And we're going to build another one. They're not that expensive. This is the hub of our administration, Augusta. The capital of our administration, I would say, in many ways. Could probably get rid of these synthetic crystal plants now, actually. In fact, let's start doing that. We'll replace one of these with new admin offices. And because it's the hub of administration, it's kind of where they sort out the storage and things like that. Don't want all of our eggs in one basket. I'm sure we'll build some elsewhere. But for now, this is where our most famed ships reside. It's kind of a crown jewel within the Empire, in a way. Alright, so that's what's going on there. The big one is building a nickel Dyson beam. So some of you may know what this is. I've renamed the system south of Opsius to Gladius. If anyone has a better name, let me know in the comments, and of course I'll update that if I see anything I like. But for now we're going to call it Gladius, and the reason I'm building here is because a nickel Dyson beam is essentially a massive super weapon. It harvests a star's energy to fire a beam through a wormhole that can destroy entire systems. Basically, it'll target other stars, disrupting them, and therefore kind of destroying... I think it causes a supernova and just destroys the entire system. Powerful stuff. Very powerful stuff. Good to have at our disposal. Of course, we do have our two Planetcraft, behemoth Planetcrafts on their way now back to the starfield of Mars. We have two of those. Don't really plan on making another one, at least not right away. I think I'd rather invest into stuff like the Dyson, keep calling it, yeah, it is a Dyson beam, nickel Dyson beam. So that's going to be the plan. I'm actually not sure exactly how long it's going to take or what it takes overall. I like kind of finding out as I go rather than knowing exactly, but I did do a little research just to learn how it operates, and basically it has to generate Planck photons when you build it, and then you use the Planck photons to fire the, you store them and then you fire them. And you can kind of adjust how much you fire at once, and that'll kind of determine the damage it's going to do. So that's a really big project, and it'll come in very handy if we ever get the opportunity to destroy certain systems. But I believe in order to target a system, you then have to build a specific target. So it could be the case where if we ever get into a future conflict, who knows, we could build, for instance, a target in a certain system and wait to kind of lure an enemy into it and then fire the beam. If we could pull that off, that'd be amazing. If not, we could always use it as a threat amongst others in the galaxy. I believe building it gives us a big opinion modifier of everyone as they cower in fear at our potential power, basically. So someone like the Penthulan progenitors, if we were to go to war with them, we'd have to come in, take the starbase, then we'd build the target, and then we'd just completely obliterate the whole place if we wanted to. So it's not super overpowered in the fact that we could just target any system. You do have to get in there first and establish that kind of target before you can fire it. So that's a really big deal. I know I've taken a while there. The other thing, are we building anything else of massive importance? I don't think so. The other thing I'd want to get towards doing is, or finishing, is the Birch World. Of course, this is going to take 255,000 alloys, so an incredible amount of alloys. Some people are saying build an Alderson disk, but I think I'm just going to skip over that and go straight for the Birch World and save up as many alloys as we can. Of course, we've got two Nidavellir Hyperforges being built. One here. This one's actually almost done, so just over a year, and this will double its output to about, I think, 1,600 or 1,800 alloys by the end of it. So really, really big stuff going to be coming out of that one. The other one is down south, I think, down here. Yeah, so it's at the same stage, but it's going to take a lot longer to get done. So about 2 to 3 years. So, but then that's going to be a huge alloy output. We're probably going to be up to about 10,000 alloys per month, which is going to be what we're going to need if we want to get that galactic core sorted. And the overall grand vision I have, and the reason I want a Birch World, is because, first of all, I've never seen one. Sounds awesome. There's individual districts that you can research. But I think that will be Nova Roma, and I think that's where eventually we might relocate almost everybody, or it'll be the new capital, worthy of galactic dominance at the center of the galaxy. So I think it's pretty cool, because a lot of people have been saying to call different places Nova Roma over the course of this campaign. But I think there's, you know, you got to make it extremely important if we're going to name something after our home, our capital. And I think that would be a fitting place to do it. Alright, so I think that's pretty much it. Let's just let time play. Of course, our fleets are now back at the starfield of Mars, largely back. Some of the behemoth planet craft are making their way there. But right now, the majority of the fleet is here. They need to replenish and build up. We'll hold off for a little while on doing that. So I made a trade deal with the Dakarite fragments. What that basically was I gave them 2 systems. I got some alloys from it. I know a couple of people were asking me to spend a bit more time getting things from people if I'm going to be giving systems. It's totally fair. It's just often I don't feel like getting alloys is even worth it. Like, they only had 6,000. They were only willing to give 5,000 away. 5,000 is nothing to sneeze at, I suppose, but we do make 6,000 in 1 month. So at this rate, it's just almost quicker to just give them the stuff and just leave it as is and get the opinion almost. But anyway, so that was basically giving them the systems of Unith and Enust, and I made sure there was no human pops left on those planets before we gave it over. So that's the Dakarite fragments. Territory a little bit better sorted out. Alright, oh, another good one was to go to war with the Traxian Empire. I'm liking that, but we need a little bit more influence probably. I'm going to probably claim all of this stuff, because of course, these guys went to war with us during the War in Heaven. They joined one of the, I think it was the Restorers that they joined, the Karn's Restorers? Or it might have been the Carillion Regulators. I can't remember. Unfortunately, they joined one of them, and either way, I think it was the Restorers, because once we took them out, they weren't hostile anymore. I think that was it. Anyway, because of that transgression and being openly hostile towards us, not opening their borders even after we gifted them things and opened our own, you know, and they're massive slavers, and, you know, we don't know who necessarily took those human slave pops and bought them and stuff and traded them on the market. It could have been these guys. So that's going to be my CB to go to war with them. I don't think we're going to try and take them out completely. Leave them with their little planet over there and a couple systems down here. I just want to unify our 2 pieces of territory. If we go to this map mode, we can see our territory is split across the middle here. It's also split this way, but we could actually, if we really wanted to, make a hyperlane from there to there. That might be kind of fun. A big long hyperlane that cuts through here. Yeah, maybe. I will think about it. Yeah, screw it. Why not? Let's just do it now. We have the capabilities of setting one of these up, I think. Apparently we don't. Oh, we're already building the maximum amount we can. We can only build or upgrade 5 at a time. Well, that doesn't seem right. We're definitely building more than 5. Because I'm upgrading, like, I don't know, 10 different habitable discs, or what are they called? Why can't I remember the name? Habitable sections of ring worlds? Yeah. We're getting all of these upgraded right now. Anyways, that's fine. We'll have to wait then. Alright, that's the time play. I've dilly-dallied long enough. So we're just going to be kind of letting things tick up. We have 6,187 pops. Let's just say 6,200. I'm kind of eager to track that number and see where we end up by the end of the episode, because we are every month just growing volumes of human pops. And I think they're growing at really exceptional high rates. I could be wrong about that, but I've seen pops grow
modification complete.
Around, I want to say 16 per month, which seems really fast. I also saw some slave pops growing at 40 per month, which means you basically get one every 2 months almost. Definitely every 3 months. So if I was to check here, population, they're growing at 4.39. That's a pretty normal rate. I wonder, is there anyone that's growing higher? Things with high immigration pool would be places like Hellas. They're growing at 12.21 per month, so, you know, every year you basically get a pop. Less, even less. So pretty fast. Multiply that by the amount that we have, you know, then we're going pretty quick. Alright, so new research complete. So I'm going to try and get non-repeatable technologies now if I can. Anything left with new weapons or rare technologies, those are, excuse me, the ones I want to get. So primarily weapons is what I'm going to be looking for. There was gene modification there, so that's just an ongoing thing that I'm going to I have to kind of do every now and then, which is I'm trying to clean up the subspecies, because I do think it'll make the game go faster, and aesthetically, even just for my own OCD peace of mind, I prefer it that way. So anything where there's lots of pops and lots of different types of them, like this group here, just going to apply their template. It only takes a month to do.
Situation log updated.
So it's pretty quick, and then we'll just do that. I think like a good one like this, anywhere there's like loads of different subclasses, even when there's just a couple different ones, if they're on the same planet, it just adds to that kind of extra bit of lag when things are trying to be figured out. Eventually, I do like the idea that if we relocated all Roman pops to the galactic core, I think the game would actually run a lot smoother, potentially, and we kept all the slave species off on in the galaxy elsewhere. It would run smoother for us, slightly, but I mean, it still has to calculate that for everyone else as well, so it's not like it's just an us problem. But it helps reduce it a tiny bit. There's a new council. We obviously took the lead on that one. Not a big surprise. Senate is currently in session for Project Cornucopia, and this is put forth by us. And this will basically give us
Genetic enhancement supplied.
increased alloys from jobs, minerals from jobs, planetary build speed, metallurgist upkeep is reduced at the expense of negative 25% habitability. It's a pretty big hit to habitability, but I don't mind. We're gonna get unemployment messages all the time, so there's no point even tolerating them, really. Okay, so focus super graviton cannon. So those are the Birch World districts I keep looking at, but we'll just leave them for now. We get these cost like 80,000. We get them in 4 months. It's crazy how fast we go through our technology right now. We're making 26,000. And a lot of that's come down to just over time, in between episodes, I've been filling up worlds like Lesbos with, loads of different researchers. I think I'm building commercial zones now for these slaves that don't have any jobs. And Athens, Athens is just maxed out, I think, almost of its researchers, almost 100 researchers there. So out of interest, for people who are interested, this place alone is making 1,000 research right now. And I've rescheduled different side ships to hit all of these different districts, you could call them. They're kind of like districts at this point, but habitable sections with their own scientists to give assisted research to boost it even further. So really getting the most out of these places, I think, now. We're starting to. Improved Geiger cannon. Let's go. To 46,000. So I think the next thing I'm going to be doing with those alloys are basically investing into the Birch World. Or into the fleet. Maybe the fleet first, and then Birch World. Don't want to be spending 250,000 alloys and then finding out you need a bunch. I think the fleet comes first, and then... In fact, no, I'll wait.
Discovered.
We want to get that Federation fleet kind of up and running a bit better first as well. Nanite infiltration swarmers. Sounds pretty cool. Let's go with nanite cannons. 2 months. The fusion suppressor actions. Oh, right. So I forgot to mention this. A lot of people correctly informed me. I actually found out just by watching back a part of the episode when I was editing it. And I was kind of confused about how we were going to detonate this and create a supernova. So it turns out that if you just upgrade it to the next stage, you get the option here. So we can detonate it now or collapse it into a black hole instead. Detonating it is going to create iodisium crystals on all of these different barren planets and things like that. So that's what we're going to do. If I just reread the tooltip last time, I think I would have been clear. But I got confused with my own trepidation on what to do next. So let's do this. Fusion suppressor actions. So it's time to choose the ultimate fate of the Arcturus system. We can compress the star into a black hole, yielding huge amounts of physics and research and freezing every planet in the system. Alternatively, we can order the fusion suppressor to release the gravitational field and exert a repulsive force, causing the compressed star to detonate into a devastating supernova, destroying the fusion suppressor and any planet smaller than 5 tiles, as well as asteroids will be destroyed and gas giants will be stripped of their atmosphere. The surviving planets will get iodisium deposits, which are crystals generated by the artificial supernova slamming into planets at relativistic speeds. These crystals can be used to construct powerful buildings on our planets. What should we do? Detonate it. Let's go. So supernova. We don't see it just yet, but I'm sure when time plays we will. Well, let's let time play. Okay, maybe I have to click Marvelous first. It's released all gravitational fields exerted on the star and began applying a negative gravitational field. Within seconds, the intense repulsive forces within the star's neutron core overcome the natural gravitational field, and the boiling energies of the super dense star are suddenly unshackled. The star begins to glow brighter and seems to pulse for a few seconds, before the outer layers of the star are suddenly ejected at relativistic speeds by the repulsive forces. In a matter of hours, every planet in the system is glassed by the enormous wave of energy. Hours? I would have thought it'd be even faster than that, to be honest. Stripping them of their surfaces and atmospheres. Iodisium deposits have formed on the now molten planets, ready to be harvested and used. There we go. Oh yeah, man, that was a moon, I think. It became an asteroid. Alright, there we go. Oh, nice. It gives us 3 as well. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Get 15 in total. And it's actually completely detonated the starbase as well. So we have to get this territory back, it seems. I've also got no sound on anything right now. A neutron star. Now, this is a neutron star, but I believe it is not big enough to create a hyperforge with, if what I understand is correct. Yeah, alright, we lost that territory. That's fine. So let's go back, take it back. It's actually not bad though, 12. I thought it would only be like 3 or 4, so that's pretty good. And with that 12, we can turn on some of those Iodisium buildings that we had. Okay, scientists gain trait, no big deals. Are our behemoth planetcrafts coming back? They are. They are super slow though. Alright, cool. I feel like since the war has ended, the game is running just a little bit smoother as well. A little bit. So we've gotten different governor upgrades, I'm guessing. As soon as I say it's running smoother, it's completely frozen on the 2nd of November.
Discovered.
Alright, improved Geiger cannon. Nice. Let's go with a strike cannon then. And then I can look at all that stuff with the fleets later and just determine what we need. And I guess I could check as well. Are there any conflicts going on right now?
Construction online.
Doesn't seem like it, so it is an era of peace for the galaxy. It's the year 2441. We're coming up on the next year. It's almost December.
System charted.
System surveyed. Yeah, where did I do that? It was down here. We need another construction ship to head out here and get this system back. 67 influence.
New technology discovered.
The other megastructure I was thinking of building, and I actually don't know what it does, is a Galactic Hospital. I'm not too sure what it does. I've seen the icon in game. It just, I'll show you. The Kosher Trade League built a science nexus. Cool. So the Galactic Hospital. Let's have a look. Probably went by it. Come on, Darren. Where the hell is it? You can find it. You can read these tooltips. See, some of them are like, it's like kind of alphabetical, but also kind of not. Oh, I can't find it. I'm sure I've just gone by it. I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna find it. I'm sorry. Like it's alphabetical net. There we go. Galactic Mall, Galactic General Hospital. There we go. Alright, so yeah, I don't know what it does. In the tooltip, it just says effects, and it's like a little healing symbol +1. And the only place I've seen that healing symbol, I think, is when a fleet is being healed. It usually appears like somewhere around here, I think. So, I don't know. Does it just make your healing go faster? It also says that we're going to build it anyway. But it also makes 220 society and a little bit of unity. It's not that expensive, generally speaking. It's 36,000 alloys all said and done. But it does take quite a long time. A massive hospital dedicated to the study of various Xeno races. I'm not sure where I'd build it either, but I want to get one of those. Kind of want one of almost everything, if it makes sense. Alright, so we got nanite cannons. Let's get the improved version. Aurora lasers. Sure, let's go with that. 2 months, 2 months, 1 month. We're just flying through technologies at this rate. It's ridiculous. Alright, it's the new year. Just gonna take a quick drink. Alright. Oh yeah, so our Penrose sphere is almost ready to go as well. We're just waiting on certain habitable sections to be done.
Establishing
300
colony.
days remaining. Cool. Strike cannons done. Let's go with I just want to go with new things. So advanced habitat. Let's do that one. I'm probably never going to build one, but just in case. Rundisium has unemployment. That's unusual. Holy crap, 12 unemployment. What's going on? Huh, that's not good. Let's just distribute them to Lesbos. Lesbos is where there's lots of potential technology. Damn, Romulus as well. Sorry, I'll try to do this quickly. I'll just pause time. If I could just find the goddamn planet. There it is. Yeah, there's lots of human workers here. Which is creating the unemployment, I suppose. So I'm just going to move as many as I can to Lesbos. Without destroying buildings. And then the other one was Romulus. Yeah, 12. Man, maybe they're just growing quickly here. I don't know. 100 energy to move each one of these. It's nothing for us. Alright, let's just leave it like that. Don't want to get too micro heavy, but at least that should sort out those planets for a while. Gateway reactivated. So this is another thing I did. A lot of people wanted this done at Alpus Graia. Sorry, down here, Aurora. This was a deactivated gateway from someone else that when we took territory from the Norilga, I think, a long time ago. I think it was from Norilga. Might have been Veldener Zealots. Pretty sure it was Norilga. Either way, decided to actually reactivate it. For the longest time I didn't, just because we were really close. It's really close to our own one, but yeah, the more the merrier at this point. And it might be something I look to in future as well. Maybe building some gateways up by Tyrrhenia. The old Tyrrhene Republic as well. We could definitely get better coverage, I think. Just to further speed up how we move our planetary behemoth craft things around. The Grand Cannon. Well, that's a big boy. The best long-range kinetic weapon possible, it says. Okay. Sonic wave cannons. Let's go with that. Lightning cannon. 2 months for pretty much each of these, which is ridiculous. There's really no point in investing in more technology at this rate. It's almost as fast as we can make it. You can't get quicker than 1 month, and we're doing things at 2 months. 80,000 alloys now in the bank. Let's see where our Hyperforge is at. 139 days to go. I'm going to see if we can handle fast speed. Let's check on our Ecumenopolis world. So we have the lost planet of Tenrithan, which, if you remember, was the planet that was kind of cut off and was regularly raided. But successfully we defended it, no problem. There's actually quite a lot of room for new alloy jobs out here, so any redirection of pops, I should probably focus on bringing them out here. And I'm upgrading commerce megaplexes because the place is suffering bad amenities right now. Nothing too terrible though. Yeah, but housing is fine, so let's just go with another foundry, a couple of foundry arcologies to finish this place off. I might get rid of the industrial arcologies as well in future. They upkeep quite a lot of... We don't necessarily need it, and if
Construction online.
we build galactic malls, we get 550, as we have out here. So 150
New
minerals turns
technology
into
discovered.
550... God, that was loud. Turns into 550 consumer goods. So this thing is making bank. I never actually looked at it before. It kind of looks weird, I have to say. It doesn't seem like this one is being touched by the machine chipsets, and if it has, not up to the quality, I'd say, of all the other ones. But you know, we'll allow it. It's all fine.
Establishing colony.
It's something about it. It's like really pixely. It's like ultra high definition texture or something to make it look really weird compared to everything else. But either way, still pretty cool. We've got our galactic mall above Alexandria, which is one of our trade hubs. What is that noise? Just these explosions. Alright, the Grand Cannon is finished. The Magnetohydrodynamic Cannon. A powerful weapon that is a combination of water jet cutter and railgun. It is a combination of water jet cutter and railgun that can tear enemy ships apart with a stream of molten metal. Alright. You know what we never got? Was living metal. Never got it in this playthrough. And a Tempest autocannon. Holy shit! That does insane amounts of damage. The Tempest autocannon. Let's get that one first. Insane amounts of average damage, that is. That's what caught my attention. This actually does way more, but its average damage is the same based on its fire rate. So I think this is better. I think average damage is the stat that I lean into the most, just because it kind of averages out like your fire rate, accuracy, and all of that. So I think it's a good number. Anyway, let's go with all these. 4 months. Oh, gonna take a while. That scientist is slacking back there. Alright, we're coming up on 500 influence as well. We could start laying claims if we wanted to just push into this place really quickly. 100,000 alloys. At this rate, I think it's time to invest on our fleet again. So let's go with the Federation fleet. The Pax Romana. And let's just add to it. So that's going to be 1,700 minerals, 10,000 food, 100,000 alloys. Holy crap. Motes, gases, crystals, dark matter, nanites, psionic energy, and gravitic anomalies. That is a thick fleet. That's thick resources on that fleet. And that's really only for 2 types of ship. But let's do it. So we'll queue all those up at the mega shipyard. Just tons of dreadnoughts and carriers again. And of course they are free to upkeep. Wow, 100,000 alloys. I don't know if we've ever spent that much in just one go. Our planet craft just like trying to like slot its way in here on top of all the other ones. It looks ridiculous, obviously, but we do kind of need to station it on the station itself just to get that benefit to ship upkeep, probably. All right, we got this system. Let's go get these iodisium crystals. And what about down here? Did we get this back yet? Nope, but the construction ship is here now. It's just arrived. There we go. I'm after misclicking because the game froze.
Discovered.
Build Starbase again. There we go. Alright, good. Some people were saying, why not use a compressor on some of the... Sorry, I'll read that in just 1 second. I'm trying to find the system. Hades. Hades was that big star where our planet's actually inside of it. Some people were saying, oh, no, you compress the star down and make it look, kind of fix it. I tried to. It actually just won't go on it. I don't know why. Maybe it's the type of star, or maybe it's some other condition about what's in here at the moment. I'm not too sure. But it just wouldn't let me do it. You know, certain megastructures have to be built on certain types of star. This is a Class B star, so maybe that's why. I don't know. Maybe it's too late stage already, but I'm not familiar enough with it, to be honest. Fantastic news. At last, the Nidavellir Hyperforge has been finally completed. The 4th and final ring has been finally constructed, and the forge's massive gravitic beam is siphoning huge quantities of energy and neutronium from the neutron star, and then used alongside minerals to fabricate alloys. This is truly awe-inspiring megastructure, is a testimony to our true mastery of engineering. There we go. 1,875 alloys from that one thing. Cost 2,000 or 1 influence point to upkeep as well per month. Alright, psionic beams. Let's see anything new we can get. Psionic lance. Awesome. So when the month ticks over in a couple of days, we should see this go up to about 8,000, I think. There we go. We're making 8,877. But the monthly gain is 8,200. So that is pretty thick. Alright, let's get another arc cannon for now. Let's check on that other Hyperforge, see where we're at with that one. That one's actually making 1,000. That seems like slightly more than it was before. Gravitic Foundries. And oh, the fact that we already have one increases it 15%. That's interesting. At least if I'm reading that correctly. The base is 800 and we get 15% from Nidavellir Hyperforge. I'm assuming it's the other one. And then 10% from the Gravitic Foundries technology that we have. If we're maxed out, we might as well just buy some alloys, even if it's at a ridiculous exchange rate.
New technology discovered.
Alright. And in between episodes, I'll have a look around to see if other allies of the Pax Romana want to give us some of their excess. Every now and then. I won't do it every episode, but every now and then I'll do it. God, this is so laggy. 9th of the 9th. What's going on now, I wonder? Something's being built. Most likely.
When the aliens go to war,
Ah, war.
we observe.
Oh, it's a machine uprising. Oh god. Is this our war? It is, actually. A machine uprising. The Sidron Integrators. I'm assuming it's machine uprising, is it? Yep. Do we want to go over and help? I suppose so. It's good sport. We could just send Opsius over with his super fast fleet. Just get his ships upgraded maybe and then send him out. He could clean up the whole thing on his own probably. Yeah, embroiled in a machine civil war, and this is why I don't trust them machines.
Fleet upgrades applied.
Alright, he's good to go. Man, that was fast. Alright, so where's the best way out here? Well, we've got our own little patch of territory down there, I suppose. We could come through Rubicon and just do a jump, and then we're in. We'll have to land on planets and things as well. And what kind of fleets do they have? 125,000. Okay, they're not actually that bad, I guess. That might be their... No, they've got another one here. 50,000, not as big. 180,000. Wow, it's actually a pretty big machine uprising. Maybe we should send more. We've got 800,000, at least just with the corvettes, but we don't want them just being mercilessly shot down. Let's just find our transport armies. Dexius's legions. Rest in peace, Dexius, of course. Let's get them both out here as well. The remnants of Ilaria have 187. They're probably all going to go help. We're heading through a gateway right now. I wonder, is there many gateways that we can spot in this territory? I can't see any. There's a wormhole up a crucible. There's lots of, like... I don't know how this happens. All these kind of space amoeba that creep up later, but don't attack the starbase and never get cleared out. It's kind of strange. Psionic Lance has been complete. Shroud Piercer. Oh shit. Alright, so it's kind of business as usual. We're just going to send our fleet out. I'll pay attention to it as we get closer around there.
Construction online.
Certainly interesting though that they've had that. I don't know if they'll have enough to cope with it themselves, so we kind of have to get over there quickly. Wow, we're already there. God, the speed. Yep, let's just jump straight to Sulan. Sullen. Blorkus and Schlugeria. Now, am I going to get these planets? No, probably it's probably going to go to the POB, right? I don't want them, so I don't mind if it goes to them. But with the Dakarites one, we did get a couple of their planets from their machine uprising, and I had to... Ultimately, I gave them back. I don't really want to be taking on their problems. Divine Thunder. Man, these weapons. The echoes of the celestial storms that strike our enemies with merciless force. Alright, Opsis is here. Just like that. Gargantuan Ringworld habitats are finished, and so is the Penrose. On the same day? How does that keep happening? We did them at different times. Did I make the jump? Jump, Sulan. And where are you? You need to just get back to Rubicon. Oh, you seem to be stuck where you are. Alright, good. Let's go.
Engaging hostile station.
Alright, no big deal. Let's push into the next one. And then our troops can land. Blorkus. And let's check what they've got as defense. Not much here. I guess we'll split this then and let one of them go that way. The other one, just put a commander on here for now. Metius Equitius. He can go for the other planet, Schlugeria. Alright, cool. The invasions begin. And Alpheus moves on. So that's been taken back immediately by the other fleet, it seems like. That's pretty easy. So yeah, let's just keep going, I guess. We'll just queue up. Unfortunately, I can't queue that much up. I have to, because of the FCL inhibitors. 104,000 strength base there.
Commencing planetary invasion.
Alright, the invasions are occurring. Not a big deal. Wow, we're actually losing minerals? Huh. How the hell are we losing minerals? Were we making like 2,000? I know that the Nidavellir Hyperforge cost upkeep is 2,000, but it only increased by 1,000. I don't know. Well, we'll just increase the Stellar Lifter then.
Invasion.
So the Stellar Lifter, Star Lifter, we actually never finished. It makes 2,000 alloys. It'll make 3,000 when it's done. So let's just complete that. All right, planet conquered. Good. Man, I was looking forward to kind of a peaceful episode, no wars or anything, but wasn't to be. Let's check what's there. Nothing there at all, so that's going to be easy. They've actually got their own Kugelblitz containments now, though, going on here as well. Alright, nice.
We have seized an enemy world.
So is that going to go back to them? We'll have to see. Because like I said, I actually don't want it. It's connected to our territory for now, but maybe it'll be given over. We can't give it right now, though, so... So the next one will probably be the... Where's their fleet? Their fleet's there. 126,000. 182,000. Human Nova refugees fleeing from the Dakarite fragments have arrived on Karkala. Or Karakala. Karakala is... Damn, I mustn't have named it properly. It's in one of the places up here. There it is. It's just one. Nothing too crazy. Alright, technology's done. Let's just get the next ones. It looks like we're starting to get into just repeatable text. Station upgrade, Habit World. Years of improvements to our orbital habitats have led us to create newer, more effective designs. Okay. A Void Ray. Psionic Lance of unimaginable power, fueled by the hungry void of the Shroud. Well, we've never contacted the Shroud, so I feel like it's a little unfair that we get that. Resource storage capacity. I'm gonna go with that one. No, we'll get this one. We'll get any new weapon components and things like that we can. How's our Federation fleet doing, by the way? 2 million fleet power. Wow. And more to be built. 2 million fleet power. Athens and Blorkus with a little bit of unemployment now. Disappointing, especially for Athens. The hub of our... I think it might be the highest technology out of any one place. Alright, so the ring worlds are all complete. I must have forgotten to create... Yeah, I must have forgot to create all the different colony ships here. So this is going to be a fun little thing to go through. Let's just go Human Nova. Actually, what will make this faster is if I choose to land these ones first. So over at Gargantua, we have the... Oh my god, let me click it. There we go. The Penrose Sphere segments. Oh wow, there's more than I thought. We're after getting 2 segments out of each one that we upgraded. A laboratory. Super Radiant Scattering Collector. Housing. They just say all housing right now. I don't know what jobs they're going to provide. I'm looking forward to seeing this. This is kind of cool. It's like a technological ring world. Okay. Right, let's go back here. God, there's so many to land on now. So we've queued up that one. We haven't queued up this one. Colonize. Yeah, just making sure we had the right thing. There's so many. Oh my god, we're already halfway done. I gotta run out of Greek city-states names at this rate. Our ring world stretches further than the rings of the nebula or the accretion disk. Already. Okay, cool. We're done, I think. Just make sure I got that one as well. Yep. Alright, so that's all of that. There's still a few over here. Sorry, just one last one. So I didn't do some of these. Already has a planned colony, so it's this one. Oh my god, so many colony ships. Well, that's good stuff though. They're all queued up now. Colonies are going to move around and land.
Planetary Invasion.
It's pretty nice to get 2 segments out of it for just 1 upgrade each. Alright, good. And I'm going to start building the Galactic Hospital. Don't know if the field of Mars is the right place to do it. I think Cicero would be a good place to have it. I don't really, you know, honestly I don't know what it does. If it just heals you, I'm not too sure if Cicero is a good place for it. Ideally, if it heals ships super fast or something, maybe it should be built where there is a gateway. Maybe something like the Opsia station would make sense then. Because there's a wormhole here, and it's nearby a gateway. Yeah, I feel like here would be a good place. It says 75,000. It's more like 1.7 million probably at this point. Yeah, we'll station it out in the corner. Over a molten world. Let's get that cracking. 400 influence for that thing. It's really expensive, influence-wise. Colony lost. That's cool. Yep, I'm fine with that. That's fine.
Establishing colony.
It looks like we did keep the Sulan one, but we'll give it back eventually.
Establishing colony.
Alright, battle against the starbase going on here.
Establishing colony.
We're still in our powered down kind of mode from our recent jump as well. Probably should have waited just a little bit there. Oh my god, look at all that. Jesus. Alright, good. On to the next one. And we can come in and start landing on these planets. It's really just an unimportant cleanup job for us. This is merely a drop in the ocean for our fleet power. It would be cool to bring one of the planet crafts down though. It's just, it would take so long. The cool thing with these are though, they can jump. That's good news about them. So our Federation fleet is totally done. Let's check the Federation really quickly and see. So we are almost 1/3 of the way for the research. So we need 300 more XP. Fleets. So we are at 356 out of 400 fleet power. That's a shame. So we really can't get stronger than that, at least within the Federation fleet. But we've got the room to kind of duplicate this fleet really if we wanted to and just have a few of our own. And it's still building some of the carriers.
New technology discovered.
And that is the home territory advantage as well, of course. Alright, let's get the magnet cannon, we'll just call it. There was an interstellar habitat there. What's that? The vast void between stars is completely devoid of any life or activity whatsoever. However, it's a hard one to read that. The vast void between the stars is completely devoid of any life or activity whatsoever. However, by using extremely efficient recycling systems and advanced engineering, we could turn these once harsh and unexplored territories into our home. You can't build between the stars, can you? How would that work? Maybe you can. Let's find out. An interstellar habitat. Interstellar means between stars, right? So man, Opsius is such a beast. Doesn't even phase him. Does not even phase him. Let's go to Blep. Blep has got barely anything on it as well. It's a nice continental world there as well.
Commencing planetary invasion.
Alright, troops have landed. Good. I'll have to go through all these planets in between episodes now, make sure everything's all good. Alright, so we have Sulan, and these two systems should pretty much clean up at the same time.
Planet conquered.
And Opsius can continue to here. We could just jump there. Not a big deal. So I think it's going to tell us the system was given over, I'm guessing. This planet even. Yeah, it looks like it. Cool. Wow. They've really expanded out the territory. They really severed the pod privateers and like really cut them in half. But we're clearing up these little pockets down here first, and then we'll head back up there. Engage their fleet properly. Might not be till the next episode, though, unfortunately. Until we
Planetary Invasion.
65,000 alloys right now, and our minerals has come back up already, which is good. Don't know what happened to that minerals. Kind of curious.
New technology discovered.
All right, so we're at the Mosaic station. Let's go. Just tell them to land up here. Oh, that's a habitat, it seems. Alright, so we have the Interstellar Habitats. I'm kind of curious to see what that is. We'll have to have a look. Interstellar Ring World. We've mastered the art of constructing ring worlds that don't require much natural heat to function. The next logical step is to take this to the extreme and upgrade our interstellar habitats with massive ring worlds. I wonder, are they just upgrades? If that's the thing, then that might be it. I'm kind of out of new stuff here. We'll get this one. Almost entirely into the repeatable tech now. So let's just check on our construction ship really quickly. So megastructure, what could we build? Oh yeah, I wanted to build that hyperlane remover thing. Interstellar habitat, yeah, I don't see it. I might go through it in between episodes just to speed this one up. I don't even see regular habitat, to be honest. I'm guessing they're upgrades. I'll have to look into it. Sorry that I don't know. Alright, you can continue building there, and then afterwards we'll get you to establish a new hyperlane. You're done with your job as well. You can head back to Hellas. There's probably something there you could assist research with. Alright, how's our Emperor doing? Tiberius, 156. Young? Feeling good? Feeling healthy?
Establishing colony. Establishing colony.
Alright, good. I have to give over that territory as well now. Alright, let's land on that habitat. Alright, and then we'll just continue moving north. We can't do a jump again for a while, so we'll just have to naturally go this way. There's something up here as well. Enigmatic Fortress. Oh, the Enigmatic Fortress? Oh, shit. Is it under combat right now? It's taking damage. It looks like it survived. Oh, yeah, we could go take that out. See what we get from it. I can't believe there's still a Leviathan. 243 years in. Whoa, okay. It's fine.
Commencing planetary invasion. Planet conquered.
It's a small fleet behind us. I don't think it's going to be an issue. Gas giant stabilized. So this is probably just a previous upgrade. Oh, you know what? I didn't look at which one it was. Oh, it's this one. It's become habitable. Yeah, so this is kind of interesting. We've never done that before. Lived on a gas giant. Wind turbines. Produces energy. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, man, that's so cool. Produces straight up energy. City districts for housing. Gas pumping. Oh, you can make gas, exotic gases from... oh, that's awesome. I wonder, does it eventually... like, use it up completely, though? Let's colonize this. This is cool. This is in the Estecron system. Okay, down here. Nice. Yeah, I can see why the AI have been doing it. We've never actually done one of those. I did continue that upgrade. I just didn't... I've never built one from scratch, I guess. Alright, let's see if we can just go fight the Enigmatic Fortress, and then we'll probably wrap it up there. And then there's a big fleet. There's big fleets moving around up here that we might have to get our main one, our Federation fleet, out and about to just come on, easily destroy these guys. 2.3 million. So yeah, we'll send it down to Rubicon and see if we need to do a jump. But that'll be for the next episode. We'll just get it prepared. I feel like we didn't do as much time as I would have liked to in this episode. It is quite stuttering.
New technology discovered.
And I haven't mentioned anything, but holy crap, I have needed to pee this whole episode. I've just been holding it in. And I can't wait. Alright. Resource storage, let's get that. Nailed it. That's all we need. Let's keep storing those alloys. I think at this point we probably will store it for the Birch World though. Nothing left to really expand on. You know, there's no more ridiculous amounts of ring worlds, that's the word, to kind of restore and stuff like that, and build up. Alright, we're getting that cannon finally as well. Alright, we're just a couple of jumps away. 44 days it says before we get there.
Establishing colony.
Remnants of Ilaria are here fighting alongside the Pod Privateers, so they're helping take them out. Just these little pockets. Kosher Trade League with 90,000. They're gonna get destroyed if this ends up hitting them. What's here? That's 90,000. What was this one? 90 as well, and then 60. Oh, if they all combined, actually, they might win it themselves. Yeah, there's the, like the symbol, the hospital symbol.
Colony.
Here we go. Ancient structure. We've detected some kind of utterly massive space installation drifting quietly on the edge of the Sinopal system. Although preliminary scans show it to be very old, the structure has an intense power signature. Several smaller structures can be seen floating near the main installation, and all of them appear to be heavily armed. If we're to learn the true nature of this ancient relic, we'll likely have to overpower its defensives and force of arms. Well, we're here now.
Establishing colony.
Let's go.
Establishing colony.
That's gonna happen a lot, I think. Let's go, Opsius. Take him out. Expected this to be quick. Yeah, that was insane. So, with the defeat of the defenses surrounding the ancient structure, we may find a way to explore its mysteries. Entering and traversing it may be difficult, but whoever built it must have possessed technology we can hardly dream of. I don't think so. Making matters more arduous, the fortress appears to be recovering. Some of the people who helped disarm the fortress have volunteered to attempt to enter it and explore it with the backup from the headquarters in Terra. Following through on our end will no doubt present its own challenges. Give the go-ahead, or better stay out. Now give the go-ahead. Begins the Enigmatic Fortress event chain.
Situation log updated.
Alright, despite the ages of technology separating us and the builders of the fortress, one invention is timeless, a closed door. After having forced the fortress to shut down, we found all entrances sealed. The team dispatched to explore the fortress have found an airlock which at least appears possible to open from the outside if it had been in working order. We'll find someone to assist them. So, a special project, demolitions team, and a local power surge.
Situation log updated.
Alright, let's leave it there, and we'll leave it paused. And that is going to be it for today's episode. Thank you very much for watching. I know it's a bit slower, but, you know, we're just letting time go by. We're building up that fleet massively. We're back up to another 100,000 alloys. The next Hyperforge is almost done, so we're making 10,000 alloys. And I think we'll go for that Birch World if we do have the excess alloys. In the next episode, we're going to focus on fighting these fleets. I mean, Opsius could probably take them himself if we wanted him to, but, why waste his precious corvettes? We can see, we don't need to artificially create some sort of challenge for the battle. I think we'll send in the big firepower and just obliterate them instantly with our Federation fleet, the Pax Romana. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to move it over. It's over at the Rubicon system already, so we'll just get it somewhere up a bit more north, do a jump in, and we'll be there in no time. In fact, we could just jump right here and then just push up north, and we'll be fine. Alright, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.